from a sports fan standpoint, it's not easy to watch what we watched last night because you watched last night, and I do think that the Klay comments post-game, they hit me a certain kind of way.
Yep.
Because I love Klay. We all love Klay. We like the easygoing, oh, captain, my captain, the Klay maker, the 37-point quarter, 4 titles, you're a forever warrior, and all the rest of it. But that Klay, angry Klay, we don't like that angry Klay.
All right, let's hear it. Klay Thompson asked about fans booing.
Hey, you guys have been booed each of the last 2 home games. Obviously, you're not used to that. How do you handle that?
Are you supposed to lose sleep over it?
Well, and you hear him actually, I'm going to play this again because if you listen closely, the question's not even over yet, and you hear Klay whisper, I don't care.
Right.
That's the one.
Hey, you guys have been booed each of the last 2 home games. Obviously, you're not used to that. How do you handle that?
Are you supposed to lose sleep over it?
No, I hope you don't lose sleep over anything. Sleep's super important. So you should do it every night. That's what I've always done. Save for maybe 3, 4, 5 times, midterms.
Sure.
Anyway, that's the way Klay responded. Now, Steph Curry is asked the same question.
There's nothing to really cheer about, so opposite of cheering is booing, might as well. I don't take it any certain type of way. Honestly, I'm booing myself, booing our team in my head because of the way we're playing. So, it is what it is. Fans are going to react the way that they want. It's our job to, give them something to cheer about. We have not done that.
Yeah, that would be funny if Curry was actually over there on the bench booing the team along with the crowd or leaving, which I find, by the way, to be way more offensive than booing. Booing has emotion. Leaving is indifference.
Right.
If you're an entertainer, indifference is the absolute worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, or no show, which
Exactly.
would be one step worse than indifference. It would be not showing up at all.
Which is what people started to do with the Giants last year.
Correct. And I thought about that in terms of this product because right now this product, from a record standpoint, is very Giants-esque. Now, they're much more exciting than that, and the NBA product inherently, I think, is more entertaining than a baseball game. You can go to a baseball game and your team could get 2 hit and you lose 8-0, and it could be 2 hours and 45 minutes of just nothing. Whereas even that game last night, it was entertaining in terms of, wow, that New Orleans team's pretty fun to watch. At least you were entertained by a $140 being hung by the visitors.
I guess. Yeah, it's basketball, so it just moves at a different pace, and these are iconic stars, and we get all that, and I'll freely acknowledge that's not a great way to answer the question. Steph has always been the most refined leader. He's always saying the right thing. He's always doing the right thing. Sometimes I wonder if I were Klay Thompson or Draymond Green, if I wouldn't look at Steph and be like, really, dude? Because he does.
Could you mess up once in a while?
I mean, he makes the other guys look bad. He does, because everything is with the perfect touch and with the perfect maturity at all times. And Klay doesn't operate that way. And by the way, I feel like if I were a basketball star, yeah, I'd have some Klay moments, no doubt. Like, he's ticked, and he doesn't handle that with the grace that Steph Curry does. So I wonder, like if Klay were to wake up today and be asked the question again, now you got a little space between the game last night, and answer it again. I bet he'd answer it differently. Probably.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, maybe not. But I get why it bugs people.
Sure.
For sure.
I get why it bugs fans. And I'm not a booer. You and I talked about this before the show. I've never been one to boo my own team, especially a team that's brought 4 championships to town. But I wonder if fans haven't turned on Klay Thompson a little bit after last night, because the optics. You played the Steph answer, and that's the correct answer. Yeah, you think Steph was happy that they got booed? Of course not. But that's the way you're supposed to answer it.
Yes, you are. And it's the way you're supposed to feel also with the idea of if the team starts to make moves that you don't like, and they might even include you. Steph has always been smart on that too. If we're not winning, what the hell do we get to say about it? Klay Thompson looks at TK and goes, what, are you going to bench me?